Yo, 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 what it do? Welcome to the block. This your boy 305 Kane in the building.
And it's your boy DJ Reloaded.
Today's topic, we gonna talk about the baby. What's
The
going on
baby,
with the baby?
the
Talk to me,
baby, the
Low.
baby, the baby. I mean, it's a topic that everybody done, saying, seen for a couple of days. You had the baby out in Miami-Dade County. Shout out to the 305. Um, what they said where Kirk approached an unidentified promoter at his hotel regarding money that he was promised for a show. Kurt was promised $30,000, but the promoter only gave him 20,000 at the time.
Put you on solo, let you talk to them. Go ahead.
Um, and then from there, the promoter, claimed that the baby assaulted him with his entourage. One of them reached in his pockets, took his iPhone, $80. Another one poured apple juice on the promoter. My question to you, Kane, do you feel like the baby handled that situation correctly?
Not at all. I don't feel like the baby handled that correctly, or he didn't keep his entourage in check enough to handle that situation correctly. Because you in a big position here. And people in big positions have to get a little bit smarter than that, man, and know that any little thing can really bring you down. So I don't think that situation was handled correctly at all because there was other means and other ways of handling it. Um, the little
So,
money. Go ahead.
other ways you think he could have handled it.
That's what I'm saying. The little money that they supposedly owed him. He told the judge he had $250,000 in the room.
Mm.
So that little bit of money, was it really worth it? You could have waited on that money. You could have, you know, blasted them on IG or social media. Anything that would have prevented you from being in this situation. It's a better choice.
Hmm. Hmm. I totally agree with that, man. I think that I mean, I can't tell another man how to feel about his money, but
Mhm.
there's other ways to handle the situation. I totally agree with that, right? Like you're not a street. Excuse my language, but he's not a street nigga anymore, right?
Right.
Best thing he could have did is hell. He called this lawyer as fast as he got arrested. I would have called my lawyer and we would have sued that promoter.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm
It's
I'm
plenty of ways.
I'm trying to double that 10,000. You know what I mean? So
Right.
I'm not gonna put myself behind bars, get
Mm.
locked up. He was held about 2-3 days in jail. He got a warrant out in Texas, felony warrant out in Texas as that. So I wouldn't have checked him, touched him. I wouldn't let my entourage put their hands on him. I would have handled that, in court.
Right.
Um, and like you said again, to have that much money left in your hotel, come on, man.
Was
Like
it worth it?
I don't think it was worth it. But I guess it's more or less the principle of the situation to him. He had to, I guess show that the promoter he ain't no punk and you ain't gonna handle him any kind of way. But he got what he deserved, right? He went
Mhm.
to jail for a couple of days. Hope he can clean up the warrant out in Texas. The baby make great music. I support him. I think he's one of the, as far as the younger cats in the game, hell, to me, the top three. In the order, he'll be number one. Um, and I think he got to think about that and keep that in his thought process before he just act right. You don't
Right.
want to lose your whole career over $10,000.
So let me ask you this then. Do you have any idea what the warrant is for in Texas?
I didn't even look into it. I'm not even sure if they released the details on it, but it's good that he knows he has a felony warrant out there, so he can get that situation cleaned up. I
Right.
mean, to do a
Well,
show, huh?
the reason I brought it up was because I saw a video, I think it was maybe yesterday, where him and another one of his entourage, players, partners, whatever. They get into a fight at the airport
In
with
Texas?
somebody that, I think it was. I don't know for sure, but they get in fight with one of the vendors at the airport. So you clearly see it was on TMZ. You clearly see the baby go in there and swing on the man.
Damn.
So me looking at that picture, I feel like like I said earlier, when you get to a certain status, you got to leave your childish ways behind, and that's childish. Do you believe Jay-Z will be in the airport fighting somebody?
No.
And
I
he
mean,
came out talking all of the same talk that any other rapper come out talking. He from the projects, he from here, he from here, he from here. You look at anybody that has made it and is very successful, are they making these same mistakes?
well, I think I mean the money is one thing, but I think that the money, what it does, it highlights who they really are, right? And he's showing everybody who he really is, and which is gonna make it easy in the long run to lock him up and sit him down the same way they did Kodak Black.
You
That's
my point.
The
Same
way the same way the system was able to take R. Kelly out, right? You put out this type of music, and now you portraying this type of music. It's easy for the system to make him a criminal, to make him out to be a thug, to make him be out to be everything he rap about. So what you're doing is really giving society the keys to throw you away, bury your talent, and these cats, you have to, if one of my homies is big time in the industry, I'm checking you when you're doing something stupid,
right?
I mean, if he, other words, what I'm saying is he has nobody around him who's real enough to check him.
So let me ask you this question. If it was somebody real enough around him to check him, what you think would happen to that person if they was to tell him he was doing something he wasn't supposed to be doing, or you're not moving right? What you think his reaction to them would be? You can't think for him, but just in these situations.
It should be taken with respect.
But not all the time. You think about, I just think about the situation where you see a lot of artists get rid of those people that surround them that are real people because they not telling them, they not yes man.
Yeah, but then you always see that artist fail and fall flat on his face.
Exactly.
I got a couple of movies I'm upset with right now. That the day is I'm not upset with them just because it's because I want them to do better. It's because I want them to be better, right? And like I said, I'm not gonna stand by and watch a friend, someone who I care for and support, throw their talents away. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, the baby is definitely making it easy for the system to target him. I agree with that comment too from Lady Truth. To have that kind of money and then tell a judge this and then they put it out there in the paper. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I was living and moving out in them streets like that, I'm trying to kick that door in.
I would have been. Come on, man. Come on, man. I'm pretty sure whoever work at that hotel know the situation. I'm sliding on that.
Facts. But that tells you again,
somebody to slide on that.
That tells you again, whoever he's hanging around and call his support, his cast of support, hey, he needs to throw them away. They trash.
But a lot of people, that's what they want, though. That's what I'm saying. A lot of times, say me, I'm gonna just put me in this situation. I come step to my homeboy, who he's a big time artist, and like, bro, look, you moving wrong. When they get full of themselves, when people get full of themselves, I'm just going off of just how people react.
Right.
When people get full of themselves, they tend to react with a, man, you can't tell me what to do. You don't know what you're talking about. You ain't me. You know what I mean? I'm the boss here. And try to belittle you. Right. And when you see those situations, when, okay, I'm gonna just, Kevin Hart's a whole nother subject, but I saw a video with him on an airplane with his trainer. Just the manner that he was talking to his trainer shows you how, what people really think of you. At the end of day, either when you got alcohol in your system or whatever the case may be, that's when the truth comes out because people really let their feelings go. Now, I feel like people that's around him are saying yes because they don't want to get kicked off the crew. So you just follow along.
I mean, that tells me that this is one thing I'm getting from the story as well. If no one was able to go back to the room to get the money out the room, that means everybody went to jail.
No, that means
I mean, it has to be because he had an entourage. He had an entourage. So,
to go touch his money.
well, then, I mean, again, I wouldn't be a part of the entourage. I mean, I'm not built a certain type of way. I'm not a yes sir man, right? And if I know I'm behind you and I'm backing you, hey, at the end of the day, and we're cool and we're tight like that, hey, I got your best interest at heart.
Right. So let me ask you this question: how many people you think, if I had millions right now, and I say you come ride with me, and I have you do little ins and outs, and I'm gonna pay you whoop de whoop de whoop. How many people gonna shut their mouth just to ride with me? I'm gonna have an entourage.
I think a lot of people will shut their mouth, but how are you gonna feel secure?
I'm not. I know I wouldn't, but in that state of mind, you would. You'll feel somewhat secure because this is what this is what they tend to do. They tend to have an entourage of people that be around, but they got a couple people they really trust that's around there, that's watching everybody else. But they just got them people alone just to be alone. You know what I mean? So to missions like that, go beat him up and get my money back.
I mean, again, but you know, like I say, my thing is what I'm saying is when certain people get money, I don't think money changes people. I think money brings out the truth about people, right? That's why I think the Bible says money is the root of all evil. I think money only enhances what a person really is. It's either a person is going to be really for the people and make good decisions and choices, because life is about choices. You got good ones and bad ones,
right?
And from the baby to Antonio Brown, I'm saying, hey man, I think this is who it is. So the baby if he throw his career away, I can't get mad. Kodak Black is sitting in jail because of who he is. And he made music about, you know what I'm saying, the system trying to lock him up, and he allowed the system to lock him up
in that position.
Right.
We talked about that off camera. So the way these cats coming up these days, man, it just makes no sense to me.
I mean, think about it.
When they hit the lottery like that.
The baby is blessed. I mean, he had the Walmart incident. He had another people.
Tell me about it.
When they kicked in his door trying to rob him, with I mean, he had the beef with the cat that Gucci stole. I still want to see the Gucci video footage of the whole fight. If not, I think it's age. He's getting into incident after incident after incident. Somebody gonna pull the trigger and try to kill him.
What you mean? They are. I'm pretty sure there's people already on that playing field right now, because you got to think about it. When artists make themselves to be untouchable, that makes everybody else want to touch them. And you see them always get into those situations when they try to be untouchable like that.
Right. So I mean, my thing is, once you make that, once you make it to the top of the mountain, you try not to come off the mountain. Don't push yourself off the mountain by making dumb decisions.
Don't run off the mountain.
Oh, right. If you're gonna come off the mountain, walk down that mountain. So
right.
At the end of the day, this is on him. I'm glad he's out of jail now. Hopefully he get things back on track, reassess his life and make some decisions. The man made good music.
All right. Hopefully he's one artist that he just went through this trouble. He finally got that wake-up call. He don't put himself in a deeper situation like Kodak.
Fact.
Or like Boosie or whoever else you want to name, who had to go spend more time because they didn't get the message the first time.
And I was kind of glad that Boosie did, support. He made a little video about this incident. I mean, the promoter was definitely wrong. If that promoter still owed him money, I mean, I was a baby. I mean, of course, you still got to go to court about this incident, but I'm still trying to sue.
Right.
Because I mean, at some point he had to break the contract. That was a breach of contract. You offered this man this amount of money and you didn't pay him.
Right.
So I would definitely if I was a baby, I'm going after him and you know, as far as through the court system, and let them, you know, deal with him. And that's what we have to understand as people. Handling things in the street way, especially when you out of the streets, you always gonna get locked up. They know exactly who you are. They know exactly where you're gonna be. Make better decisions. You know, again, he's rapping, doing all this touring. I'm pretty sure he's trying to provide for his daughter, so his daughter ain't got to, you know, live a hard life or punch a clock for somebody.
Right.
Think about that before you make these dumb decisions and put yourself in a situation where you can lose it all.
Right.
But I support the baby music.
I rock with a lot of them.
I rock them.
Great art.
I rock Kodak. So at the end of the day, you know, just make better decisions, man. Kids out there, man, and adults. You know, look at these situations from these celebs and learn and grow.
That's a fact.
You know. So with that being said, you know, it's your boy DJ Reloaded.
And it's your boy 305 Kane.
Like the page, subscribe, tell a friend, comment. Appreciate y'all support.
Share the video. Don't be stingy. Share the video to your friends, family members. Got another question just popped up.
I think that's who it is. Again, I mean, people don't just get money and be nasty or change. It's just money highlights who they are. When you get the money, you know, it's gonna enhance who you are. You're gonna be able to see it, highlight it.
Stop caring about other people's feelings and you go ahead and express your own.
Right. So that was a good question. Appreciate you again, Lady Truth. Again, you know, we trying to grow this page. You know, you send in your comments, send in, you know, you can let us know topics you want us to research and do videos on. We're here for that. We're about the community. We're about support. We got businesses that you're trying to get off the ground. You can let us know. We could post it to the Facebook, just to bring awareness of what you're trying to do out there in the world. You know, let's do this thing together, family.
Yes, sir. Peace and love.
Peace and love.